worry about copyright. Copyright, very, very important. You want to make sure that you have the copyright on your songs so that someone doesn't, pick it up and run with it and steal it, or use it somewhere, maybe in a commercial or as background music for something, because if you have the copyright on that, you are actually owed royalties for the use of your music. If you don't have the copyright, all bets are off. You'll never get a dime. So I had to make sure I sent in the correct copyright forms. I won't go into the details here, but let me just say you want to make sure you're sending in the right forms for the right things, for lyrics, for the songs, for the music, for the CD as a whole. Just make sure you've got all your ducks in a line. And then I had to learn about the world of distribution. You aren't going to, as an independent artist, you're not going to get your CD in Barnes & Noble or Borders or Best Buy. It doesn't happen. Your best bet is online distribution. So you set up a website and you can sell your music through the website. So I signed up with an online independent music distributor called CD Baby. And I registered with them, and it was, I think, a $30 or $40 fee, so it's pretty cheap to get started. And I sent them a couple of copies of my CD, and they set me up with a shop through their website where people could either order the physical CD or they could download the CD as well. And what's great about these companies like CD Baby, TuneCore is another good one, is they will then interface with larger retailers like iTunes and Amazon, and they will send your music to them. And that's how you get your music into, the big music distributors. iTunes has an enormous share of the market. Amazon also has a fairly large share. And you can't interact with these companies person to person, so you have to go through these online independent artist distributors like CD Baby and TuneCore. So through CD Baby, I was able to get my music on iTunes, and then, I could just tell my friends, if you want my music, just go to iTunes and download it. And, all of my friends, they know how to use iTunes, they all have iPods or iPhones, and so they could just download my music very quickly through that. So, this was such an enormous learning process. And, when I was going through it, it was so frustrating, especially learning how long it takes things to do. So, if you want even a short-run duplication of 300 copies of a CD, that can take a couple of weeks, depending on how busy the company is and how quickly you want your thing shipped, if you want it expedited or standard shipping or not. Getting a website like CD Baby to get your album ready for sale can take a couple of weeks. And then it can take a couple of weeks on top of that for iTunes to pick up your songs once CD Baby has sent that information to them. So, you're looking at, easily 2 or 3 months and for your CD to be finished and fully ready. And this is 2 to 3 months after you've finished the actual music and you have an actual master CD burned in your hand. So for any future recordings that I do, I have a much better idea of what the timeline should be. So I know that, if I finish my CD by September, it's probably not going to get iTunes until December. So it was fun. It was definitely fun making the recording, but a struggle at times as well. So what's next? Well, I am definitely going to be releasing a second album. I'm not exactly sure when yet, but I have started working on new material for it. We'll see how that goes. The songs may or may not end up on the new album, but they probably will. And I would also love to perform some of the songs that I've written perform them live. That's a little trickier than recording them, of course, because you need to find musicians. I can't play and sing all of the parts all by myself like I did on the recordings. So I'd need to find musicians. I'd need to find a venue to perform at. And of course, I need to pay the musicians, and I need to pay to rent the venue. And I need to hopefully do some promotion for the concert so that people would come and buy tickets so that I could pay the musicians and pay the venue owners. So a bit tricky, but I do have some promising leads in this area. I've been talking to members of my extended music community, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be performing track 6 from the album, End of Days. I will be performing that live before the end of the year. So, knock on wood for me. Hopefully that'll come to fruition. But even if that doesn't happen, I'm still going to keep writing songs. I'm still going to learn more about composition and arranging and engineering and mixing. Hopefully I'll be able to purchase some additional sample libraries so that I'll be able to expand my writing into different areas of music. I have an interest in Middle Eastern music and also Eastern music as well. These are two styles I know very little about, but I'm very appreciative of the styles. So, it would be fun to maybe write a couple of songs in those genres. But we'll see. I mean, it's not like I have a set agenda, like, in 2 years I will have released 5 albums, and I will have performed live at the following locations. There's nothing like that going on in my head. I'm doing this primarily because I enjoy it, and because it's fun. It would be great, if I could make a lot of money at it, but, ultimately, you don't go into music for the money. You go into music because you feel a need to reach out to others with your art and through your art. And hopefully my music has been able to touch people out there, and hopefully I will continue to reach out to all of you through my music, and you will continue to enjoy it.